Alright. I use this for my profile picture. I made these quite a while back. I had a little bag full of googly eyes. Well, I had several bags because when I see good deals like that, when I was crafting and was in the vehicle, a lot could go. Um, I picked them up like at the Dollar Tree. And when I emptied these, I usually would save them. They're coffee containers. You might recognize Leave Nescafe. And I thought, what can I do? And then I realized I had those googly eyes, or looked over and saw them or something, and I'll just make me a little guide. Well, they're people. Then I had the smaller sizes too, but I thought it was kind of funny because, well, the funny mustache is hiding it now, and I think I already closed out of my Facebook from where I saved it. Yeah, well, maybe I can go back there real quick. Yeah, there it is. Without the get up I put on it at this other site. Has the open button where you're supposed to push. I thought that was kind of ironic. Like, open your mouth. So, there were three of them. This was at the old house. And I want to get that table back over here. That's a neat table. It's a cocktail table. And it sits high. Only two chairs, but hey, I don't need much. So, but anyway, I was back on this one. Wherever that went. On my little avatar. And let's see, what else was... Oh, I know. Show you how cold it is in Sedalia this morning. This was at 6 a.m. It's 7:11 now, so I'll reload the page. It's still 16. I went out and got some long pants off the line that I had used my little manatee mini washer and spin dryer because Bradley was going to take some clothes to the laundromat today and told me to get some ready. But I thought I'd lighten the load a little bit and he wouldn't have to spend so much of his own money. I just do a few things up, so I had like 6 pairs of pants hanging out there. Well, 2 of them were dry because I can do like 2 at a time in my mini washer. So they were dry enough. The other ones were still cold and damp, so I had to leave those. And by the looks at it, it's going to be cold for a while today. So, but at least I have a few clean clothes, and that, like I said, will lighten his chore a little bit. Don't want to have to make the poor guy do it all. And let's see, what else was there. I don't know now. Some of these are just still open from yesterday. I didn't get them all. Oh, here's one I wanted to show you. About the female rapist from the last video. Remember, a lot of people think that men don't get raped. They do. It's a little more uncommon, but they do. Plus, a lot of them just don't want to turn it in. They already feel weak enough as it is. But then to turn it in, uh, that takes a lot of gumption. You know, it takes a lot of internal strength to be able to admit that that's what had happened. You know, I feel sorry for them a lot of the time. And that's just the initial note. Here's where I start commenting. That's a shocking number. 1.2 million forced penetration in 2010, including attempted. Pedophile forced 8-year-old boy to have sex 50 times. Look, she's 21. But doesn't she just look like... I can only see the thumbnail. Just looks like she's proud of herself. 50 times she made that kid have sex with her. See, she just looks so proud there. I wonder what this... I don't really remember the video.
At Kraft, we start with quality and...
We don't really want to have the commercial, but we do, so bear with me.
Case surrounding a young mother and her even younger sexual partner. 21-year-old Lauren Morris has been sentenced to just 2 years in jail for having sex with an 8-year-old boy more than 50 times. The illegal encounters happened when she was 16. The boy is now 14. Morris, who is also a mother, was convicted last month of sexual intercourse with a child under 16. She and the unidentified boy reportedly stopped sleeping together when he was 10. According to the Mirror, a judge said he would be lenient, quote, because she stopped when she realized it was wrong. Police opened an investigation last year after the boy reportedly bragged to friends at school about having sex with her. School officials overheard and contacted police. Morris was also ordered to sign the sexual offenders register, where her details will remain for 10 years.
Jeez. That is something else, isn't it? Man, oh man. See, this was basically the only part on this page that I was dealing with info at the time. And I will always think that this person, John's daughter, will need to be on a registry because of some of even her past charades, escapades, whatever you want to call them. And this letter came to me, like I had told you before, the State Defender's Office in Columbia, Missouri on Buttonwood. And it was a female at the time. Asked me if I wanted these files. The case was closed in 97. So I darted up there and got the files. And I guess it was in a video last night, one of the recent ones, that I had not only become alarmed at some of these things, because it confirmed what I had uh, suspected, but had no proof. I had zero proof. And this letter was one that her mother had written to the caseworker, who now is a school teacher, and to the public defender, or no, to the prosecutor. And I wish I could enlarge that screen, but I can't. Well, I guess I can. Let me see if I can quickly grow this screen a little. There we go. She had climbed up on his lap one day when we were visiting his family and immediately reached behind her and began exploring his genital area with her hand. It shocked him so much that he set her down, and it took him a couple of days before he could even tell me about it. Well, yeah, that kind of shocked me too. Right at that same time, my minister told me that he had noticed her manipulating herself even lying prone on the floor and masturbating with great concentration, oblivious to anything going on around her. Because of her severe lack of normal relationship with men, she was continually drawn to them. She would stand behind a young father holding his child or try to get some affectionate attention from any of the men we regarded as friends. It was evident to just about everyone that her little girl's soul was starving for that kind of attention. I mean, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you wouldn't. In a way, my mind kind of rushes to nymphomania. I mean, it's got to start somewhere, does it not? And I'm not trying to be cruel, but I didn't get my questions answered. And it's been a struggle for me, okay? I already have my brain damage. Dealing with my own brain damage should have been enough, and they should have considered that as a fact. But then you give me somebody else who obviously has her own kind of brain damage, and I've got to deal with that too. And I'm not mad at this moment. I have been very angry. But there needs to be a change brought on about this same exact thing with other people. You know, I face it every day. This was back in 95. The case was closed in 97 when I got this. This information sat dormant because I've concluded that because I didn't see it in the first place, because John was sending his info to me when he got it, this didn't come to me. There were like 7 pages. This was just one of the highlights. That when they got it at state level, A, they didn't look at it as they should have to work the case, or B, they looked at it and didn't care that it was about a juvenile. What other option is there right there? I had problems with this person nearly every day she was there. She went on her 6-week visitation. She went on her monthly visitations, which in the same document she mentioned as being monthly abuse. Then she says right here, the minister. I don't know if that was the same minister as the Scott Smith who refused to wear his ankle tracker that made national news. I might have shown this in the last video. This is my exposedcults.yuku.com. Just type Yuku, Y-U-K-U, and expose cults, and it'll come up. It was like the first um, result on the page. But here it is. He wouldn't wear it. I don't know if they've got a link. Des Moines Register did the article. Oh, it can't be displayed, really. May have been moved. Says it's unlikely he will commit similar crimes. Huh. What do they base that on? He's now at the low risk level. Scott is opportunistic. He didn't seek out victims. No, they were these little girls I say little, maybe they were little when it began, uh, that were under mind control, at a mind control cult, who who probably were considered property. He wouldn't have to seek out victims.